envy,
and
jealousy. And some who are the most diligent and worthy will receive little credit. You don't study the quarterly. But because we want our class to be number one, when the teacher asks, how many of you studied the lesson? Everybody raise their hand, they study. But if you ask them the title of the lesson, they don't know. But they raise their hand because they want their class to be number one. Which is just a lie. So we should not do that. So if there is no study, there's no study. Now we study. If you didn't study the lesson, you didn't study. So now let's study. You don't have to raise your hand and say, oh, I studied, but you did that. It is not for the prizes that we are working. We are working to be obedient to our Father God. The teacher may not know, but the angel that is recording your behavior in the church is recording your lives. So scholars should not try to see how many verses they can learn and repeat. So don't try to get as many as you can't. If there is one verse we all can learn and understand, may it be so. Instead of having like 10 verses and we don't know anything about it. So take time to study the lesson. And make sure you understand what you read, what we study. So if you try to just cover every part of the lesson and in doing so, you miss the very interest, the very thing that we should learn. It's in vain. The objective of the Sabbath school lesson is to nurture the church on the faith. When men start putting strange doctrine into the Sabbath school choir, it's a preparation to lead the church away from God. Because people tend to believe what they put in the quarterly. Without questioning the source where they come from. So by learning this little bit by little bit, they come to understand that, oh, it's okay now to just be like the Sunday. That is why it's become so easy for some churches, even in America, to offer some Sunday morning service. while they pretend to be Seventh-day Adventists. Because we water down the truth in the quarterly, and the people become kind of okay with it. But God is warning the church not to do such things. He says, for this bring too great of a strain upon the ambitious child, while the rest become discouraged. When we not diligently do the things right, some classes will be discouraged, and those who are doing the work will not receive the credit that they deserve. Because other classes are competing, and by competing they cheat to get the prize. Our classes should be simple. We come to study the word. So we give opportunity for the people to ask questions, so that they better understand the lesson. The teachers who teach the lessons must study well and understand well the lesson in order to open the eyes of the people so they can understand the word. So it is important that we understand that the Sabbath school is an important work in the service of the church. Because this is the only moment where we can study, ask questions, and then do research, and then go and find a way to get the answer. Yeah. Try none of these methods in your Sabbath school. She says, try not. None of them. So you see today why we need Sabbath school reform? Because all of this is happening right now in the churches. But let the superintendents and teachers make every effort to have life and interest in their school. So when we study the lesson, make it interesting. And how do you make it interesting? It is the study that you do day by day during the week. And pray God to open your eyes upon the hidden treasure in this lesson. If you cover from page 1 to the last page of the lesson study, and sometime in 30 minutes, it's evidence that you don't study the lesson. Because if you really study the lesson, you can spend 1 hour in one page, and by the time you finish, you see that the time is already over. Because there is so much insight that God revealed in it. And sometimes it is so important that you don't want anyone to miss that. So Sabbath school becomes something that is interesting. And people cannot wait for the Sabbath to come to the class. Because they know that something very powerful will be shared. Let me give you just an example. I was about like 16, 17. And we were doing a Sabbath school lesson. And I was kind of being interested in the lesson. And when we are explaining the lesson to the classes, God reveals so much interesting truth in the lesson that my friend Jeto, who sits here, pulled me aside and called me and said, "Guy, you study this thing so much. I want you to be on the radio with me." And that is why I become a speaker on the radio. This is how you introduce me into radio. Because we take pleasure and study the quarterly and try to get everything we can get from that lesson. So it is important for all of us to take time to study the word. Take pleasure in studying. Because the more you study it, the more the word of God fills your heart. And the interesting God reveals the truth to you. And when you discuss the lesson, it becomes, the class becomes alive. And the people understand Christ better. What a blessing it would be if all would teach as Jesus taught. Christ takes time for everyone to learn the truth. If you don't know a question, a topic, you ask questions. If you hear something that you don't understand, ask questions. If you feel that there is something that should have been said, say it. Because your commentary can help others. When we are studying, God can inspire every one of you to do something. So don't just let the teacher talk, and then you don't say anything. Say something. Or if you don't find anything to say, while they are doing the lesson, pray God that He will open the mind of the teachers to give you the light that we all need. Because we all have to teach as Jesus teach. He did not aim to attract attention by eloquence or by overwhelming grandeur of sentiment. Christ never come and teach so people can clap for him. He comes for them to receive the truth. Christ don't come to teach because he is eloquent. Oh, I'm a great teacher. I can use some big words, great expressions to show that I was being at the college. Jesus does not do that. He teaches simple things that have deep truth in them. So, in other words, Jesus brings the truth more simpler to the people. So we want to end with this quote. It says, make your exercise interesting. Let the teachers show that they have thoroughly learned the lesson and are intensely interested in it. Some teachers teach, but they discourage the class. Because there's no life in them. So they let the class go into sleeping. So teacher, you have to be just motivated, enthusiastic. And you have to just motivate the class to study the lesson. Because you have to study yourself. In my case, if you come to teach and then you don't know the lesson, you as teacher might be embarrassed. Because we will study the lesson, and if there is a strange word in the lesson, the first question they will ask you, what's the meaning of this? But if you didn't study the lesson, you will not see that word. And now here you are the teacher. They ask you for the word from the lesson, and you don't know it because you didn't study. So that make everyone want to study everything because you don't know where the question will come from. So you prepare yourself by studying and praying and asking God for more light. And if there is word that is unknown unto you, you go find a dictionary, find the meaning of the word, so you can prepare yourself. If there is thing that you don't know, find a strong concordance, and go and see the meaning. And now you get everything under control. And by preparing yourself as such, God will give you His Spirit. So while you teaching the lesson, the Spirit take over and open the eyes of the class upon the lesson. And by the time the lesson finished, everyone feel that this was beautiful. Because our soul is satisfied. Because we receive all the truth. May the Lord help you all to understand that the Sabbath school is an agency. Is like a way of God to develop the church. Because this is where we study the Bible. This is where we all grow together in the Bible. And then we still keep that balance. Because what I am studying is what you study.
So
So that means we all have the same level of understanding. We all participate in the same truth. Because we study the same quarterly. We study the same Bible verse. This gives us a standard of the faith. And we all can partake in this. And that is why he gives us all the gifts to perfect the church of God. Every lesson we study is something that will polish our spiritual life and bring us closer to God. May the Lord help you all to pay attention to the lesson and to give your time to study the lesson. It's not a wasting time when you take time to learn, to study, so that you can know the truth. God wants all of us to understand the same thing. He wants all of us to know the same thing. So that when his people gather together, whatever corner of the world they come, we will know what they know. We will speak the language that they speak. Because we all have been nourished by the word of God. Is there any question? If there is no question, now I will answer. Can a teacher come on a Sabbath school lesson into the class that give more offering will receive a trophy? Is it right? Is it right? Is it okay? No, it's not okay. If a teacher comes to our class and do that, we will say no. So can a teacher say, next Sabbath, the class that brings more visitors will be the number one, and we will give it a big trophy? Is it okay? No. We do not have to do anything in the church in competitions. We all are workers with God. We cannot compete with one another. We are brothers and sisters. No competition. We only come to get better. You watch over me, and I watch over you. And we're moving forward together. We support one another, we learn together, and we move together. May the Lord bless you. Let's have a word of prayer. Our loving Father in heaven, we give you thanks for teaching us the way we should conduct ourselves even in Sabbath school. We thank you that you have taken away from us the spirit of rivalry, envy, jealousy, the spirit of competition. We thank you that you have given us the mind of Christ. You have given us the Spirit of Christ, where we will support and help each other getting better day by day. We praise thee, Lord, for this ministry. We give you praise and